What's going on, guys? Jagira here, and today I'll be giving you 3 ideas or pointers or whatever you want to call them on what I feel the For Honor team could change to make tournament mode just a little more less salt inducing. Once again, these points are my own views, so if you don't agree with them or you feel like I've left something out, make sure you include in the comments down below. Alright, let's get into it. My first idea would be for the team to make a tournament styled map. Now I know this would be a massive change, but in a competitive mode like this, when you're on the urge of winning, do you really want a warlord to light parry you, guard break you, and run you off the map into a river of lava, where your hopes and dreams of winning have literally been burnt away? No, I didn't think you want that either. I've watched many other content creators talking about their sheer frustration of when they've got a map like Tower Ruin, which, if you're unfamiliar, Tower Ruin is that sort of Japanese style map, and that's that section where you're fighting inside a tower, and every square meter, literally every square meter, there is a part where you can fall off into oblivion. That's not enjoyable. That, like, having to worry about that while you've got someone up in your grill. So I feel having a map, like a nice circular style fighting map, where there's an invisible wall and you can't fall off it, you can't be pinned into a corner, would be the best way to go. Now obviously this would take time for the For Honor team to make, and I know it wouldn't be an instant fix, but I do think it would make it more fun, not having to worry about, being thrown off the edge at any given moment or into environmental. The style I'm thinking of these maps is like how they have them in Blade and Soul. Blade and Soul is obviously a fighting game, and in that game, well, it's an MMORPG fighting game, and in there they have these sort of circular, sometimes squarish fighting style maps where you can't fall off, there's no environmental, it's just two people there fighting. Which is, fun. Not having to worry about that crap. Anyway, the style, it could still be very For Honor-esque. You could have a circle style fighting ring influenced by the 3 factions, like a ring of stone for the knights or a dueling arena, a frosty ice ring, or very sort of I don't know, like a sort of dead forest for the Vikings, and a bamboo styled one for the samurai, with probably body pillows everywhere as well. Anyway guys, let me know what you think about the idea of a circular style dueling map. My second point is to address all this unlock exploiting bullshit. Examples being, you're against a raider, he runs into the fight, you think that, alright, they're going to do a stampede charge, so you dodge, they guard break you, carry you away, they drain your stamina, they smack you in the bonce with a light attack, and then they run away again, and they repeat this until eventually you die, or your mental health just deteriorates to the point of sheer insanity. This is very fun and interactive. There are other exploits as well. I mean, these are like, you've got the warden, they'll just run in, they'll either do a run in heavy attack, or they'll do a run in zone attack, then they'll run back and repeat it again, and then I'll run back and repeat it again, and you're constantly guessing, and you daren't dodge, because if you dodge then that's it, your guard broken. Then you've got the warlord as well, where you get the run in, if you don't dodge you can get carried away, if you do dodge you can be guard broken for a guaranteed heavy, you could dodge, get guard broken, thrown into a wall, guaranteed heavy, then they run back and they do it again. Yeah, you can see where I'm going here. But my personal favourite exploit currently is the Nobushi unlocking lightning fast zone attack, that even if you had the reaction speed of a praying mantis on crack cocaine, you'd still not be able to parry that shit. I think a good fix for these sort of unlock exploit bullshit, you get locked on and you stay locked on. You cannot lock off your opponent. You do not need to be locked off your opponent in a 1v1. Like, under any circumstances. Hell, if you even do a sort of roll back where you can roll away, just still be forced to be locked on. So you can still do your little double back roll away, but unlocking for all this sort of exploit bullshit is just, it's infuriating. I understand though where people come from for doing this. You can understand why they do this. They want to win, and they will do it by any means necessary. We can't have a go at them for wanting to do this or doing it. It's bad sportsmanship. But let's face it, I think like if some of us didn't have as much standards, I guess you could say, we'd all be inclined to think like, well, if I want to win and I'll value winning more than anything, I will do this. But yeah, I think having it so that you're locked into a fight is the best way to go for my second point, and this way it will stop all the unlock exploits. And finally, I shall be addressing the whole defensive meta, because if you haven't gone against someone who is doing the 50-50 exploits, there's a high chance that you've gone against someone who just does not attack at all, and they're waiting for you to attack when they're going to parry and guard break you. And this can be quite infuriating. You're just there staring your opponent and they're staring back like you're looking at a gorilla in a zoo enclosure and they're looking back at you. Nothing's really happening. Well, my idea to fix this would be to make parries less rewarding as a whole. Alright? A good way for this is do not give people a free guard break for parrying a heavy. If you parry a light attack, then yes, you should be giving a guard break. Because parrying lightning attack is hard. Lightning attack. Did I just say that? Anyway, parrying a light attack is hard. Parrying a heavy attack is easy. The more skill you get in this game, you get to a point, right, where you do so well that when you parrying a heavy sword is just easy. I went off train of thought there. So you parry them, you guard break them side heavy. Well, unless you're a Nobushi top heavy. Right? Yet, me as a Lawbringer, when I light parry someone, I won't go for a guard break. I'll either go for an impaling riposte and get him into a wall to then follow it up with a top overhead heavy, or I'd go for my Ad Mortem Amicus. I would not go for a guard break. And this is what I feel. It's just a lot of people wait there. They wait for an attack. They parry a heavy because, like I said, parrying heavies is easy. After that, they guard break, do side heavy. It's basically safe and easy damage, isn't it? You know, it's very, very low reward. Very, very low risk but high reward is what I meant to say. I do see, though, that there are some people who talk about bringing chip damage into the game as well to sort of stop this defensive meta. And while I can see why the devs would want to implement it and why the community would like it, apart from it being historically inaccurate, even though this game is as historically accurate as having some Adidas shoes in medieval Europe, I still think that its place isn't in this game. I don't think chip damage should be in here. You're fighting your foes, you know, covered head to toe in protective armour. Excluding the Vikings. Those fucking weird looking Mad Max rejects. Anyway, you're fighting people head to toe in protective armour. So I don't think having chip damage is good. Being staggered, maybe. Being off balance as well, but chip damage, nah. I mean, come on, that's just not right. Anyway, personally, I'm not too sure what they're going to be doing, but like I said, chip damage for me is not the way to go. It would upset me as a Lawbringer main, firstly, and therefore I guess I am a little bit biased to this, because as a Lawbringer, how am I going to use my shove? They attack me with chip damage, that's going to damage me, so therefore I can't use my shove, because I've been damaged. I don't know how that would work, but I don't think it should work and I don't want it to work. Being very biased, but it's true. I don't see chip damage having a place in this game at all, and that's my final point. Anyway guys, this was my view on what I think the For Honor team could do to make tournament experience just that little bit less salt inducing. Like I said at the start of the video, please include your own points. Did you agree? Did you disagree? Is there something I missed out on? Something you feel that is important? Stick it all in the comments down below. You know I love to read all your comments. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, you make sure you hit it with a like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe and become absolutely awesome. I've been Jagira, you've all been awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.